Welcome back to It's Dumb Money, where we give you all of the credit intel you need to build and establish relationships with the banks and obviously build your credit profile. Today, we're going to talk about what seems to be a new trend where we are going to see cash back given in Bitcoin. So the ink hasn't even dried on this Blockfi deal, which finally they're starting to mail out the waiting list cards for essentially the first crypto reward-based credit card. This is a Blockfi Rewards Visa Signature credit card. I know that's a mouthful, but essentially you get unlimited 1.5% cash back in Bitcoin on every qualified purchase, as well as now that you're in the ecosystem of Blockfi, which is definitely worth doing because I don't see them going anywhere. And a lot of stuff is going to be pushed to digital payments. So getting into their ecosystem now, if you haven't already, is probably a good idea. After you get this card, you also then qualify for other things within the ecosystem, like earning interest on your Bitcoin rewards, which means that the rewards that you get, I believe you can then stake up to get interest on and earn interest on, but you got to like essentially set that Bitcoin aside. 2% APY bonus in Bitcoin on your stablecoin holdings. That is number 4 here, 2% extra APY on your average daily USD backed stablecoin balance paid in Bitcoin up to $200. So there you go. Trading bonus, 0.25% back in Bitcoin on all eligible trades. So 0.25 back in Bitcoin on all eligible trades, up to maximum of $500 in Bitcoin each month. So not a lot. I mean, it does sound really, really good as a bullet point, and it sounds way less to somebody who actually actively trades. Yeah, but I mean, it's better than nothing, right? So anyways, $30 to refer a friend. There'll be a link in the description. You can be one of those friends for us today. If you want to help support the channel, that would be amazing. If you want to take a second and like this video, if you've been following the channel now and like what we're doing and the community that we're trying to establish here, just take a second and click the like button, share this with a friend, comment below. All that stuff helps. Okay, so anyways, the Blockfi deal. So now we kind of sum that up. I was going to shoot this as a sole video, but now I can blend this with another one, which is all of a sudden, I was actually writing up a piece and I was looking again at Upgrade and clicked through and I thought I was on the wrong site. I just refreshed it. What am I seeing here? Upgrade Bitcoin rewards. And I'm like, okay, this is weird. This sounds really gimmicky, doesn't it? Because all of a sudden they scrapped the whole 1.5% cash back and now it's Bitcoin cash back. So I know that they couldn't have made this deal overnight, but it seems like it was something in the works. Maybe timing was just, gotcha with the Blockfi thing, or they were waiting and wanted to try and play me too. I'm not sure, but I'm not that impressed, and we'll talk about why and who this is backed by in just a second. The Upgrade product, I think, is pretty good. I went through most of the process. I didn't go ahead and have them hard pull my credit and get approved. I explained the process of going through Upgrade very thoroughly on the site. itsdumbmoney.com. Go over there, check it out. They offer quite a bit. They offer personal loans, but they also offer this credit card, which is essentially a installment loan. It reports as an installment loan versus a revolving line of credit. And you can borrow up to $25,000 here. On a personal loan, you can go up to $50,000, which is right on par with a lot of other personal loans. I mean, Prosper and all of them, you're basically 40, 50, 60K. Goldman, all of them. This just happened. But okay, here's basically the rules. 1.5% cash back in Bitcoin on Upgrade card purchases when you pay them back. So you only get the cash back when you make payments on time and when you, I think, pay it all off. We'll look at this in just a second. Okay, so enjoy the flexibility of a credit card. So the only thing they've literally changed in the verbiage is cash back changed to 1.5% back in Bitcoin. So literally nothing else on this sales page has changed, I don't think. Okay, so let's go down here. Earn unlimited 1.5 back in Bitcoin rewards when you make payments on your purchases. Payments on non-purchase transactions, such as sending funds electronically to your bank account, are not eligible to earn rewards. Your Bitcoin will be purchased within 1 to 2 statement periods from the date your payment is received. The value of the Bitcoin purchase will be based on the reference rate at the time of the Bitcoin purchase, of course. Your Bitcoin cannot be transferred to a separate wallet. This is where I started digging and I was like, huh? Give me a minute. You will be subject to an initial 90-day holding period after the first Bitcoin purchase on your account, during which time your Bitcoin cannot be sold. Sales of Bitcoin are subject to 1.5% transaction fees, which is deducted from your balance, essentially, during the checkout process or the transaction process. Sales proceeds are redeemable only in the form of statement credit. Okay, additional limitations apply. Please refer to a lot of interesting red tape here that you got to go through. All right, let's go digging. This is what most people do not do. I don't know why. All this is pretty normal, like how they're going to use your data, but let's get down into this. Settlement and selling was weird. A selected amount of Bitcoin. It has to be all or nothing, so that's talked about placing sell orders. Okay, subject to certain restrictions set forth. In these terms, you may place an order to sell Bitcoin associated with your NYDIG balance through the interface. Because the market value of Bitcoin fluctuates, the price presented sell order is only available for a limited time. Yep, understood that. You'll be unable to place a sell order for a period of 90 days after the first program order to purchase the Bitcoin. So there's going to be like this big delay where it's like your account has nothing in it. Also, too, you're not going to be able to sell just a little bit. It's all or nothing. Here it is. In addition, at the time, you may only place sell orders to sell all of the Bitcoin associated with your account. And the limitations may be changed at any time, and additional limitations may be imposed at any time. It's just really a lot of red tape. So you can't make your own sell orders. It's all or nothing. So for example, if you wish to sell $100 and a transaction fee is 2%, they talked about 1.5%, 1.5, 2%, whatever it is. Again, those are normal things to have happen with a Bitcoin transaction, in case you didn't know that. Then there's amount of Bitcoin. Yep, $100, $2 will be deducted. So $100 transaction, $98 proceeds will be credited to your other account. Now, when you sell, I've never used NYDIG before, so I don't know if that means that like this is a regular brokerage account, and so I'm just now sitting in fiat. I'm sitting in US dollars after I make that sell order because I'm selling all or nothing. Okay, so I sell it all, and now I'm sitting in cash equivalent. I'm not really sure. The other thing that was kind of strange was, where was it? Failure to deliver transaction total. If your financial provider does not deliver the transaction total sufficient to settle the program order in a timely manner, we may cancel that. This could get really hairy. If we're not able to do so without cost to us, then you authorize us to take action we deem necessary to collect payment for the transaction allowed under applicable law, including but not limited to offsetting your NYDIG balance by deducting or selling Bitcoin associated with your balance to collect payment for ourselves, which could have adverse consequences to you, especially from a tax liability standpoint, which they even say there. I didn't even read through the rest of it, but you definitely want to look through this and make sure that you understand exactly. I mean, they cover every transaction type and a lot of additional information. Like, you wouldn't even find this on an exchange, really. On a crypto exchange, you don't really go through this deep of a breakdown. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. Okay, coverage. It talks about it's only offered in some states. Let's go back up here. I think that's why when the page loaded. It accepts most states. I believe they're all there, but I didn't count them. At a 2-second look, it looked like, bloop. It looks like we're all there. Pretty darn close to it. I mean, New York to Colorado to Texas. It can't be 50 though, because it'd be pretty close to the same amount. So covers most states. So there you go. It is only applicable in those states though. Obviously you can't get any cash back outside of that. I wonder if if that's like where you live or where the transaction took place, or is that like up for debate? I don't really know. That's another interesting question. I'd love to know, but let's dig into NYDIG. This is, I guess, a good step for crypto because, I mean, it's just another big player stepping into the game. But this offer I don't think is that great, especially in comparison to the Blockfi offer. I think maybe Upgrade should have just stuck with the 1.5% cash back. It seemed pretty good. There's a lot of limitations here, especially with a rolling 90-day wait period, and based on the snapshot of when those transactions happened, that's the amount of Bitcoin you get. And then all the red tape that you got to sit on and how you have to sell it at the New York dig. Just, I don't know, kind of interesting, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below. I think that's good for this video. All the links will be underneath the video if you want to support us. Again, we do that through affiliate links. We do that through you going and checking out the site, subscribing there, and getting all the great free content that we offer there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe if you like this sort of thing, and hit the bell notification so you get notified when we upload more videos. Share it with a friend if you think that'll help, and help us grow the community. Thank you so much. See you next time.